Memories can be distorted or they can be absent. A couple days ago, I watched this video because it popped up on my screen randomly, right? 25 years later, I finally understand Memento by Jared Bauer's YouTube channel. And basically in Memento, the guy has amnesia and he forgets the day every night when he goes to sleep. And he avenges his wife's death very early on, but we don't find that out until like the end of the movie because it basically plays the days backwards. He destroys the evidence every night that he already avenged the death so that he can have a meaning and purpose, like something to do during the day. And he leaves himself clues. So he's continuously looking for these clues, and it basically gives him like this story, like he's avenging his wife's death. So I was like, oh, these are my clues. These are my notes. This is what I do every day. I write down everything that I see and all the stories that I see and all the clues that I see and how everything goes together. That's about 9 months worth. And in the summer of 2024, I wrote that there is a corpse on Earth with no name or a record, as if it was melted out of memory. Turns out, this is from my notes, turns out that he was the pagan king that once again comes alive. Then on February 19th, 2025, I had a video pop up from Rabbi Abe. And I love Rabbi Abe. I'm subscribed to that channel. So that one was actually, I don't know if it was put out on that date or if it was a random one. But he basically talked about how when people die, once they bury them into the ground, he says that in the Kabbalah, it talks about how they will go through this 7-day period of confusion where they can kind of forget who they are. And so he was saying it's a good thing to say their name or tell them their name after they're dead so that they can remember who they are. It just made me wonder, like if we've just forgotten a bunch of memories. I know that a lot of people have had experiences where like they experience past life regressions. I've read hundreds of near-death experiences, and on those near-death experiences, I've read ones where like say you die and then you go through this life review. Well, you're the one reviewing your life, but the way that you remember your life is you actually see your life also from the perspective of everyone you've ever interacted with. Also, in those near-death experiences, people can remember being someone else. And they can choose to remember being anyone they want to. And it's like they have the memory of that person and all of their experiences, as well as the perspective of the people that they impacted. This made me wonder. I've always been able to lucid dream. Like it just came natural to me when I was a kid. And I used to trigger it, but I wasn't trying to trigger it, but I know how I did. Because basically I fly in my dreams all the time. I always have. And I know what it feels like to fly. But then I wake up and I'm like, why the fuck can't I fly? Because I can fly in my dreams. I know how it feels. I know what it's like. Why can't I fly in real life? And so when I was a kid, I was like, okay, next time I'm dreaming, next time I'm flying, I'm going to remember how to fly in real life. I would next time start flying, and then I would remember that when the next time I start flying, I'm supposed to remember how I'm doing it so I can do it in real life. So when I start flying in my dream, I'm like, oh yeah. Then I'm like, that must mean I'm dreaming. And so I start lucid dreaming. Because I realize that I'm dreaming, then I also am able to do whatever I want in my dream. Because what it does is it takes away the fear, because it's just a dream. And then what it also does is gives me like this limitlessness of being able to do anything. When I realized that I was dreaming, it removed this limit on myself and removed my fear. So it makes me wonder, before I thought I was Sonia, if I could have told myself something like, okay, next time you fly, you got to remember how you did it so that you can take it back to my woke state and remember how to do it. If that's the case, Like if this is all a dream, like reality is all a dream, I wonder if there is a trigger event or a trigger word or saying that will make me realize that I'm just dreaming right now. And I wake up while still in this dream, and suddenly I have this unlimited potential to do anything. So I just wonder, like, do we all have amnesia? Are you reliving the same day over and over again, telling a story so that you'll have a purpose, but really you're just like making it up? So are you like a hero in your story every day? What stories are you telling yourself? Or are you a victim in your story? And then I think about the other things that are connecting to this, like, who is the pagan king? Is the pagan king me, or is it someone else? Is it a part of me that's going to wake up? Like, once I have that triggering event or that trigger word or saying or phrase that makes me wake up, is that who wakes up? Is the pagan king that I always was outside of this body that I forgot about? Or is it someone else? It says that in my clues, I put that the pagan king, there was no name. There was nothing about him. It was like he was melted away from memory. The point of this whole spiel is, what would you be if you removed your fears and realized you were limitless?